I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Slay Light Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome or welcome back. Happy Thoughtful Thursday. Today's reading is going to be about who is thinking about you. I might have to get up in just a minute because my cat is outside of the door, and you know how cats are with closed doors. If you don't know how cats are with closed doors, if there's a closed door, a cat wants to be on the other side of it. So, that might happen. I just want to give a heads up. All right, I'm going to jump into this, and we're going to see how this person's experience has been with you, kind of like we did on Tuesday with the wild unknown archetypes. And then I want to see, I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle deck to sort of get the energy right now between you, and then I'll get their energy and what they're thinking, and then your energy and advice and things they might do and all that stuff. So, you know, the whole storyline. All right, I'm going to clear for you. Clear for me. 1:11 on the clock, by the way. 1:11. 12:33. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, let's see. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you for being here. Okay, Spirit, will you please give me some cards here about how this person who's thinking about my darling here, what has their experience been like with my darling? How has my darling here impacted them? What's it been like? What's been the purpose? All that. I just got very thirsty all of a sudden, so someone might be thirsty. Okay. Okay, that's a lot. I don't feel like I'm supposed to put those down. I'll leave them out just in case, but okay. How has this person's experience been? 2:22 on the clock. How's their experience been with my darling here? How's my darling impacted them? Did you see how many cards like were almost popping out? The healer, the queen. What, y'all? Man, this might be the same energy from Tuesday. Possibly. You're a healer for this person. They hold you in very high regard. I feel like you are on a pedestal. I feel like you have just really shown up and been a very nurturing, supportive person to them. Very attentive to their needs. It is super healing for them. Okay, let me just finish going through this. How's their experience been? The prayer, yeah, that came out Tuesday. You are also an answered prayer to this person. All they could have ever wanted and dreamed of. The Bardo. I'm going to read the book on this because I'm fascinated. This is like an eye surrounded by skulls. Seeing, man, this person might have a doom and gloom outlook on things. It might be like everything they see just sort of leaves them jaded. 3:33 on the clock. The Pilgrim. That's why you were sent into this person's life, is to set them on a journey towards seeing things differently. Look, another eye here. Seeing things differently. Thanatos. I feel like if I remember right, it's like apocalypse type energy, like finality, the river. Anima Mundi. There's a few things I need to look. And the Seed. The Lover. Okay. Okay, these cards that popped out earlier that I wasn't sure about. It's the Offering, the Nectar, the Maiden, and the Underworld. I feel like your purpose for this person's life on a deeper level, maybe that they're starting to realize, is like you, look, the bridge underneath. It's like you bridge the gap between material and spiritual for this person. You are a bridge connecting the two. So this person could have been on one, or, you know, one side of the coin, and you're on the other. And then the way that you guys mesh your energy, it's like a bridging. You might have helped this person awaken spiritually, okay? Being the type of healer that you are. I feel like, okay, The Offering is a song by Sleep Token. I've been like obsessed with Sleep Token. So maybe that song is significant if you want to go look it up. I can't think of how it goes off the top of my head, but I'm being told to talk about that. And really, all of Sleep Token's albums are very significant to sort of like a counterpart situation dynamic. Okay? It really feels like that for me. So that might be significant. This feels like a lot of ego death and a lot of like having to change the way you view the world, having to, again, bridge the gap between spiritual and material. I feel like you are very beautiful, very attractive, very alluring to this person. It's like there's something about your love specifically that they can't find anywhere else. It is like the nectar to their soul, okay? And it's so funny because like they hold you in high regard, but again, with this person being doom and gloom and just kind of seeing things from a stark contrast, you know, compared to you, it's almost like instead of maybe showing you the way that they view you, it's almost like they then internalize it as them not being sufficient, okay? And that insufficiency leads to an insecurity, and that insecurity leads to, why would I even try? I don't, like, I'm not supposed to be with someone like that, or they can do better, or, you know, like, I don't deserve someone like that in my life, okay? So they might actually pull away. Yeah, this might be I'm kind of getting, like, counterpart energy so far. We'll see if that wants to come out. I'm not going to project that onto that. I wanted to see this Bardo energy real quick. Okay, where is that? Wait, I got it. The liminal, the in-between, the transition. You are literally a transition person. You are the bridge between the two. Okay, it said that the Bardo is a place in between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the Bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, and to let go of all things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. Okay, that makes me want to read this Thanatos real quick, okay? The underworld is there too. Nightmare, ordeal, the bottom. This person's like at rock bottom. Okay, Thanatos, let's see. Death. This person's having an ego death. You've been a catalyst for this person's awakening. That's been your significance. I'm also getting that one or both of you, this is not related to your connection, but one or both of you might be getting signs from like passed on ancestors or passed on loved ones that means something significant to you, you know, like certain things that they love. So like, I don't know if you know someone that like really had a frog collection or something, like you might be seeing things like frogs or like feathers or hummingbirds, elephants, that type thing. You might be seeing a lot more things about those, and that's just kind of like your past loved ones on, like there to support you, you know. Anyways, I'm kind of curious about this Animal Mundi real quick too. I know, I'm sorry, this is wow, is that the last of the last card? This is the very last card in this deck. Okay, the soul of the world, all that is. Anima Mundi. I don't know how to say that word. Epitomizes the principle accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by love and cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated, multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied. Oh, nothing is denied embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of shared consciousness. Anima Mundi is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. Wow. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. This is about a union within a situation. Okay, I can already get this. I'm getting so many counterpart messages here. And I really try to steer away from doing that because I don't know. It's a very personal thing to go through, and I kind of have a hard time with readers who really focus on that. So, no offense to anyone who does. I feel like it's a personal, it's also a bigger, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get into your energy here with this Moonology deck that I was called to do. You have been the equal, parallel, and identical to this person. You've been the catalyst to this person's awakening as they have been for you. Oh, my left ear is ringing. Wow. Okay. Spirit, tell me about this, the energy between my darling and this person. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Did we just have a full moon eclipse, or is that what's coming up? I don't know. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Completion. Closing things out. Leveling up. Upgrades. Look at another full moon. A personal issue reaches resolution. And full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Wow. Nothing is yet set in stone. So some of you, one or both of you might be feeling that it's too far gone. Okay. There's been too much that happened, and the universe, the divine, is really just saying, like, that's a very separation mindset to have. Nothing is set in stone. It can be finished and not finished, like, you know, duality. Find the unification point. It's so much bigger than what you see right now. Okay, but I feel like there's been some sort of lesson that you've been going through with this person, and they with you, that is reaching conclusion, reaching an upgrade. Okay. I feel like this person is starting to learn how to release negativity the same way that you have had to learn how to release negativity as far as emotions towards this person, towards your dynamic, any hostility that you've had about this situation, any victim mindset. Okay, you're realizing that this situation, and maybe as rejected as this person has made you feel, or as unlovable or unbeautiful, unhandsome, undivine, you know, you're recognizing that that is actually not them. That is your own inner voice. And that's why you are learning how to feel good enough. You are learning to really be that equal opposite that you've been seeking in this person. And you're embracing that for yourself. And this person is obviously having to do the same thing. Okay? All right, let's see what this person is thinking about you. I'm going to get a quick identifier card for how they're showing up right now, like a signifier card for this person. Can you give me a card to signify the energy of this person real quick before we get their thoughts towards my darling or about my darling? Okay, give me one card please for how to signify this person, to identify this person. 10 of Cups. Are you freaking kidding me? You really love this person, and they really love you. And there's really no other place their heart would rather be. This person has so much love for you. I don't know if you've been able to see it or not, but they do. Okay. Soul level 2. Okay. I'm not going to focus on physical. We'll see if that comes out, but I'm not going to be that type of person because it is a very internal, personal, unified journey. Okay. Okay. All right, Spirit, what is this person thinking about, my darling? Look, 9 of Cups. You're the missing piece for them. Okay. They've been thinking about how, yes, they have all this fulfillment on their own. They have found so much peace. You have given them sort of the tools and coping strategies to come to a place of peace and serenity within themselves. And they're really desiring a time of rest and celebration. They're really seeing things coming to a head here. Like, are you kidding me? They're identified as the 10 of Cups and they're thinking about the 9 of Cups. Like, okay, Page of Pentacles. It's like, give me some more about that and their thoughts. Every little thing that you've done for this person has impacted them in greater ways than you realize, and maybe in greater ways than they realize. It might be all coming to a head now, where it's like maybe they didn't keep track of the ways that you were there, the ways that you were available, all the little details. And it's like that is being illuminated right now for them. Is just how big, like how they all add up to something far more significant than they could have. If they look at it by one and like one little thing at a time, then it's not that big of a deal. But when they look at the collective whole of everything that you've been through and everything that you've done and how you've been there and how you've shown up and what you've given, and also your willingness to stay, innocent and optimistic, with the page representing the innocence of a child. I feel like they are just finding you very invaluable right now. Like they are just like, I've learned so much. Okay. What are they thinking about, my darling? Ace of Cups. I think that you have shown them the purest love that they have ever experienced. The most unconditional love that they have ever experienced. You genuinely want what's good for them regardless. Like you've shown up for them when they weren't there for you or whatever. I'm not really seeing that, but that's just the energy. But I feel like this person just like, they are thinking about how abundant your love is. Like you, even in the face of it constantly flowing out, like you never run out of love. Like you are always emotionally there. Okay. What are you thinking about, my darling? The Tower. You have made major changes to this person in their heart, in their mind, in their soul, to their life. Like, I feel like your gentle compassion for this person and your love has been something that they are like, again, it's all adding up. Every little thing is adding up to them, right? And they're seeing the grander picture. They're seeing how, okay, maybe the way I view things, or the way I have viewed things, or maybe that's not been exactly true. The Tower is something that these people definitely believed was stable, and they felt like they were safe in this tower from the storm, but really it was a faulty foundation. It's something that wasn't structurally sound, and that's why, crash, bang, boom. So things falling apart, unexpected. I feel like you are so unexpected for them. Okay. 7 of Wands. They're sort of thinking about how they have stubbornly resisted change. Honestly, out of fear. I feel like, because I'm getting like the Judgment Day energy of the Judgment card. So like, I don't know, something about the history here. A recollection of deeds, they're just like, they have the fear of God about I don't know, I'm just resisting change, and I don't even want to believe in this, because if I believe in this, then I have to be super accountable. I have to be accountable. But Three of Pentacles on bottom, Death. Yeah. This is transforming in them. Instead of being avoidant about this energy, they are starting to implement less hostility about it. Okay? The other side of Judgment, yes, it can be intimidating, like, hello, angels in the sky blowing their horns, whatever. But the other side of it is compassion, not shaming yourself. This came up in the short earlier for today. Not shaming yourself for your wrongdoings, using them as tools to elevate, to do better, to learn, finding the solution in the problems, right? Maybe this person has avoided looking at this because they have been a very problem-oriented thinker. They just find the wrong, they find the faults, they find the negative. So they haven't faced their inner self. They haven't faced this before because through their lens of how they viewed life, that's not something that they could do healthily. But now I feel like they are realizing that they can view their shortcomings or things that they didn't know, where they have dropped the ball or whatever, and approaching that with compassion and not shame, and just being thankful that they have the ability to learn. They have the ability to change. I feel like, yeah, this person has resisted it for a long time, but I do feel like they're putting in the effort to transform in some way. Okay, they're thinking about how, like, if it weren't for you, they really probably wouldn't have gone through this. They're so thankful for you. Like, this person's overflowing with love for you. It's a lot. Okay, what is their energy towards my darling? 10 of Swords. Again, they still this is still something that they're facing, is this hopelessness. 22:33 on the clock. What's this person's energy? How is this thought process affecting their energy? Four of Cups, the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Wow. That all came out in a freaking bunch. Goodness gracious, there's so many that are coming out. Oh, their energy is a lot right now. Right now, underneath, they're holding back something. Four of Pentacles. They are keeping reserved. They are feeling like they don't have enough to give right now. Okay. Let me try to figure out how this came out. Okay, so that looks neutral. What messages go together? That's neutral. That's upright. Ooh, man. Okay. There's really no way for me to show you how this is because this is chaotic right now. But right now, this person's energy is sort of in a... They're learning how to move out of woe is me type energy, glass half empty. Four of Cups and the Chariot. Cancer energy here. Oh, we got Scorpio with the Tower too. They're learning how to move out of this energy into solution-oriented solutions. Look at this unity. They came out side by side, facing each other, looking at one another. Well, the King of Pentacles is looking forward and she is looking towards him. Do you notice that? Maybe they felt like a pressure about your presence, the pressure that your presence, or your, like if you're watching them, or something about your presence feels pressuring, right? And that makes it kind of hard for them to focus on certain things, but they're learning how to view it as less of a pressure and more of like, you know, their biggest fan. Like you're their biggest fan. So they're seeing that you like have really done so much for them with the Chariot. Like you have overcome so much. You have really pushed for them to overcome a lot of things. And they're seeing like they don't have to be dissatisfied. They don't have to feel pressure. They don't have to feel the negativity of your presence, you know? They don't have to interpret it in a way that is suffocating or pressuring. They're learning how to take it as empowerment, okay? We got the 7 of Wands neutral that came out. 7 of Wands is facing the future. 10 of Wands neutral facing the past. So I feel like this person, again, they're trying to drop defensiveness. Like there's something about them blocking things off, blocking you possibly. And it's like they're learning, okay, I have to figure out how to not block my progression forward, right? I don't want to be blocked off to my potential. I do want to drop the burdens of the past here. Like I do want to drop the guilt, the shame, anything that's tied to all the pressures of the past, all their wrongdoings, all the ways that they feel guilty that you showed up and they didn't, you know, like there's this real, like, how can I drop this and move forward? How can I drop this and still be open to experiencing better again? I've got double 5s here. You might be seeing 55 a lot. You might be 55 years old. Your birthday might be May 5th. Okay. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. They're seeing how they have basically, I'm seeing like this image, I think it was a meme where this person like sticks a stick through their spokes on a bicycle and it makes it fall over, you know? It's like they're seeing how they've tripped themselves up and being so negative and being, I don't know, it's like almost trying to find reasons that things can't work out rather than open up their heart, a defensiveness against vulnerability, right? This person is a romantic at heart, but they have not shown that. They haven't shown that because they've been so guarded off to it. Okay, and then they're seeing how they, again, Empress reversed here in the 7 of Swords. This is someone who maybe to avoid the truth of themselves for a while, they could have been lying to themselves about the insignificance of your presence in their life, okay? I feel like they're recognizing, like, I can try to lie to myself all day long, but it doesn't change how this person shows up, because ultimately, no matter what you're doing, everything you do is for their betterment, for your betterment. Like, you have continued to evolve, to grow. And they really admire that about you, that even though they have treated you, you know, in backstabbing, betraying ways, they have treated you like you weren't worth anything. They haven't valued you or showed you the respect that you know, deserve to be shown. You still rise above that, and you still evolve, and you're still this like beautiful earth angel of a person, Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy with Temperance. Okay. I've got to close this up quick because my phone is gonna die. Okay, how's my darling here feel about this situation right now? Judgment in the Star. Look at that. I feel like you've got one more shot left in you, possibly. Or you're just like, I know that my soul path, my destined path here is all internal. It's all me. It has nothing to do with this person. All I can do is use my own judgment, you know, keep being authentically me, keep showing up in my light, keep being a guiding star for this person, you know? Okay. For myself, okay. How's my darling feeling about this situation? Their energy. Temperance, healing. Healing, figuring out how to calm the extremes, okay? Yeah, this situation is the biggest roller coaster ride probably ever. It's a soul roller coaster ride, and you are really mastering coming to a place of non-duality about it, recognizing the positivity that comes from the harder moments and embracing the moments of, you know, the good times, basically. Coming to a place of patience and understanding. I think with yourself too. What's your energy? 5 of Swords. Yeah, this person could definitely have... I feel like you have viewed this person as very self-serving, or there has been times where this person has made you feel self-serving, and that was a wound that you had to really face. 3113 on the clock. You're kind of healing of a feeling of like, speaking up for my needs is not selfish, you know? I feel like you're advocating for yourself, and also just recognizing that this person, maybe even if it hurt you, they weren't trying to, maybe, you know, trying to have a softer lens about the true heart and soul of this person, you know? The Wheel. Yeah. Seven of Swords. Justice, the Knight of Wands, the Moon on bottom. Okay. I feel like you're definitely at least coming to a point where you're appreciating the times where it didn't work out because it was not the right time, because you both were not in the right energy. You hadn't learned what you needed to learn, and those lessons really came through independently. You know, like I've said this all the time, people have a choice to make the worst of their situation or make the most of it. So you choosing to evolve, you choosing to choose a higher path, one of love, one of understanding and compassion and self-love, doing both, right? Not excusing bad behavior, but not demonizing this person. You're recognizing that this path is leading you to that, or has led you to that. And how much knowledge you wouldn't have gained, how much truth you wouldn't have seen if things went what you believed was picture perfect, okay? I feel like you know whatever will be, okay? Whatever will be. Either way, you know things are going to be fair and right and true, you know, for you. The universe is not going to leave things unbalanced. That doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be with this person, and I think you've come to a peace about that. You're recognizing they do have their own autonomy, right? They do. And your autonomy should not be anchored to this person and what they do. You've learned so much. You are so wise. You're so balanced. I love it. Libra energy with Justice. Okay, quickly, what actions might this person take that we need to be aware of? This is just the energy. They might do nothing with it, okay? That happens a lot. People just kind of sit and stew in their emotions and in their feelings and in their urges and don't do anything because they're worried or stuff. I'm not going to project that, but I'm just saying it's just the energy of what they feel compelled to do. Whether or not they actually do it is up to them. Okay, actions this person might take that we need to be aware of and prepared for. Right now, this person, again, holding back right now. 4 of Pentacles. This person is in savings mode, saving their energy. They're saving up because they do want a fresh start at some point. They're like, I do want to take risks. I do want to try things differently than I've done them before. I want to experience the world with fresh eyes, but I need to do it from a well-planned way as well, you know? they also do want the opportunity to experience what it's like to open up. You know, I feel like they are thinking about kind of the potential of what it would be like if they did challenge their self to be unguarded. Okay, so it's both things right now. Actions this person might take that we need to be aware of. Queen of Cups. Two of Wands reversed, Six of Cups on bottom. Okay. Okay, so luckily your love has shown them that they are worth a lot of self-love. And so that is the first step to them being able to even open up or try something new, is recognizing that they have to pour into honoring themselves, you know, to viewing themselves as a divine being, to being kind to them. So I feel like they're trying to change their heart and how they feel about themselves right now. Okay, that is absolutely, you have been a catalyst for that, for this person. I feel like this person could have been basically at one point trying to find contentment and love and satisfaction and passion and excitement in every new thing. They would, anytime there was an opportunity to choose something new, to choose something different, to get up and run, whatever, they would take it. Two of Wands reversed tells me they're trying to learn how to sit still with themselves. Be still. Stop trying to fill a void externally. That is something that they can only do for themselves. Okay? I feel like there's some memory that you have specifically with this person, with the Six of Cups here. Oh, and the Emperor. Wow. And the Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. There's some memory that you have that is helping this person to feel like they are actually capable of making changes. That there's something that you said, there's something, and it was so pure. There's something that happened. I feel like it was something that you said. They like can't forget what you said about them. It was a positive thing. I feel like it's something that like no one else had ever told them about themselves, and they like really took that to heart, and they think about that frequently, and that is sort of a thought or a memory that they go back to help them feel empowered enough to change their internal story, their personal story. Okay, they're realizing that it may take time for this transition to happen with the Knight of Pentacles, but just because it takes time doesn't mean that they're stuck. This person could have definitely felt like they were stuck being who they are, you know, with whatever circumstances they're stuck. There's no way to get free of it. Eight of Swords. And I feel like something about you has just been like, it takes time. That doesn't mean that nothing's happening, you know? Okay, I'm really curious what this memory is. If that resonates with you, I'd be so curious. You don't have to tell me. That's a very intimate thing. But yeah, okay. Advice for my darling in this situation before my phone dies. I was just thinking someone looks good in blue, and then I realized that I'm wearing blue. Okay, advice from my darling in this situation. Six of Wands. I like that. Eight of Swords. Tower. Four of Cups. Knight of Cups. Temperance. Okay, sorry, my phone died, so I'm going to quickly wrap this up. So we got the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Tower, Four of Cups, the Knight of Cups, Temperance, and the Hierophant reverse with the Five of Cups on bottom. So there is a need to reevaluate, to keep ourselves not in a dualistic mindset about what success with this looks like, right? The point of this is all about an inner journey to unity within yourself, regardless of where this person lands. So I feel like if you have had this sort of specific vision about what victory looks like in this with this person, there's a need to keep changing that to one that is allowing of autonomous victory, you know, autonomy. So yeah, specifically, like, we need to be mindful of any hopelessness that we feel about this person, you know, casting any negative emotions their way, any judgments. We need to be mindful about that, okay? Because yeah, that foundation, that feeling is the contrasting feeling to what you naturally feel. So that's their feeling of doom and gloom. So viewing them in a harshly negative light, or one of loss and abandonment, that's really their core energy that is transferring right now, which is also part of you, you know? So changing the way that we view success, empowerment, energetically, you can release this person, you know, with love, with still being their number one fan and rooting them on and saying, I know you can do this, you got this. Like, whatever your energy is, just make sure it's one you're allowed to be upset about what's happened. I want to be validating. At some point, you'll know if this is calling out to you. We've got to ease up the judgments towards this person. You know, you can still be upset about what's happened, but ultimately you have to decide energy and thoughts and feelings that are beneficial to you, you know? So really, if we're sending negative thoughts, feelings, judgments towards this person, is that really good for your soul? Is that what your soul wants to do? Or is that kind of what your dualistic ego wants to do, you know? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Maybe just some in the shadows messages real quick, okay? And then I'll close it out. There are messages from this person to my darling that you'd like to hear. Let me know, Spirit. I don't trust you. I feel like that's your energy. I hope you're happy. You are not part of my plan. I know we have a soul connection. In the moment, I didn't care. You did not break me. Sometimes I hear your voice. So I feel like that's a mix of both energies, which makes sense. You're, you know, the same soul in two different bodies. So it makes sense. It would be a mix of both of yours. I feel like you both have a hard time trusting each other, but ultimately we got to go back to hoping that you're happy, hoping that they're happy. You know, I feel like your plan with this person didn't go according to plan, so then how things went was not part of your plan, and how they're feeling now wasn't part of their plan, and you can't really plan for a spiritual awakening. 4:44 on the clock. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Tomorrow is Freaky Friday. We're gonna see how to let your freak flag fly. It's one of my favorite readings, how to be fully authentic in ourselves. Hope to see you then. But if not, that's no big deal. Okay, I guess. Fine. It's where the cool kids will be, but anyways, I
you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week or weekend, and a fantastic life. I love you so much. Take care, and ta-ta.